Welcome to Football Scorecast, and please help us out by hitting that subscribe button.
Yeah, make sure you don't miss any of our deep dives.
Exactly. So today we're looking at a Bundesliga match that could really shake up the top of the table.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Bayer Leverkusen versus SC Freiburg.
Yeah, two teams that are really fighting for those Champions League spots.
Yeah, and they're coming at it from very different angles.
Completely different, you know?
Leverkusen is on this incredible run right now.
Yeah.
7 wins in a row across all competitions.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you've got Freiburg, who have been so good at home,
At home, they're a fortress.
but they've really struggled to replicate that form on the road.
Struggled might be putting it lightly.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, some of those away losses have been pretty heavy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So let's start with Leverkusen, because their winning streak is not just impressive because of the number of wins,
Right.
but also because of the quality of the teams they've beaten. And I know you've been looking at their tactics, you've been doing some great analysis. What do you think has been the key to their success?
I think it's the way they've really found this this new level on offense.
Yeah.
They're just so good at breaking down defenses now, particularly in those home wins against like AC Milan and Inter Milan.
Those were big wins, weren't they?
Huge wins, yeah. Yeah. And it seems like from the articles you've shared that a lot of it is about their movement in attack
Yeah.
and the way they're able to overload certain areas of the pitch.
Yeah, it's like they're always creating these overloads, which just gives their forwards so much more space to work with.
Yeah, they're constantly creating 2-on-1 situations or 3-on-2 situations.
And to make matters even worse for their opponents, they're getting some key players back from injury.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge factor.
Patrick Schick is back,
Yeah.
which is a massive boost to their attack.
Well, he's a clinical finisher, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Victor Boniface is close to returning as well.
Boniface adds that physical presence, too, up front.
So you've got this team that's already playing so well,
Right.
and now they're adding even more firepower,
It's a scary thought for any team facing them.
especially for a team like Freiburg that's had some trouble on the road.
Especially on the road, yeah.
Now, Freiburg, they've actually had some moments against Leverkusen in the past.
They have, yeah.
Even in the games they've lost, they've managed to score goals.
They always seem to find a way to get on the score sheet.
And recently, they've been really good at scoring first,
Yeah, 3 league games in a row they've scored first.
which is huge.
Yeah.
And they've turned that into 7 points out of 9 possible.
Which shows that they can be clinical when they need to be.
But that good form has really been limited to their home games.
Yeah, that's the big caveat.
When you look at their away form, it's a completely different story.
She night day, isn't it?
They haven't won an away game since early October.
And those losses to Leipzig and Dortmund were pretty brutal.
Yet those were not good results. So
Yeah.
so it really seems like they become a different team when they're away from home.
They almost seem to lack confidence when they're not in their own stadium.
And that's going to be a big challenge for them against this Leverkusen side.
Absolutely. I mean, Leverkusen will be looking to press them high up a pitch and force them into mistakes.
Now let's talk about some of the key players in this match, because every team has its danger men.
Of course.
And for Leverkusen, I think the one to watch is Florian Wirtz.
Oh, he's been in fantastic form,
He's been scoring consistently.
and he's got a good record against Freiburg.
Yeah, he scored twice against them last season.
So he'll be full of confidence going into this one.
But Freiburg also have a player who can change a game in an instant.
Wirtz Doan.
He's been so important for them in their away wins.
He's the one who makes things happen.
Goals, assists,
Yeah.
he does it all.
He's a real handful.
So it's going to be interesting to see if he can produce something special against Leverkusen.
It'll be a great battle.
Now, I came across this statistic that I found really intriguing.
Yeah.
Leverkusen lead the league with 86% of their games this season, seeing both teams score.
That's a crazy stat.
It is. What do you think that tells us about their approach?
Well, it could mean a few things.
Okay.
Maybe it means that they're so focused on attack that they're leaving themselves a bit vulnerable at the back.
Right.
Or maybe it means that they're just comfortable playing in these high-scoring open games.
They're not afraid of a shootout.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
But it is a risky strategy.
It is. But it's certainly been working for them.
Yeah, they're top of the league for a reason.
Now, Freiburg, on the other hand, they're known for being a very organized defensive team.
They are, yeah. They're tough to break down.
So could this be the game where Leverkusen's streak of both teams scoring comes to an end?
It's definitely possible Freiburg have the defensive capabilities to frustrate Leverkusen.
So we've got this really interesting clash of styles.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got Leverkusen, who are the home team. They're full of confidence. They've got players coming back from injury, and they're scoring goals for fun.
They're a force to be reckoned with at the moment.
And then you've got Freiburg, who have shown that they can score against Leverkusen.
They have, yeah.
And they might just be the team to disrupt their rhythm.
They're definitely capable of it.
What's your gut feeling?
It's tough to bet against Leverkusen with the way they're playing.
I know, right?
But I wouldn't rule out Freiburg either.
No.
They have a knack for pulling off upsets.
They do. And they seem to really raise their game against the bigger teams.
That's right.
So I think it's going to be a very close match.
I agree. It could go either way.
And that's what makes it so exciting to watch.
Exactly. It's a classic matchup, isn't it?
It is attacking firepower versus defensive resilience.
Yeah. Who will come out on top?
Well, we want to hear from you, our listeners.
Yeah, let us know.
Do you think Leverkusen will continue their dominance, or can Freiburg defy the odds and get a result on the road?
Leave your predictions in the comments below.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.